Hello and welcome to Explore Pioneer, where each week we take an off-meta deck and we explore it using the proven meta decks of the field. I have my friend Jesse here with me, who will be starting off by piloting 4-color humans. I will be starting off with our deck that we're going to explore this week, which is 5-color gate control. 5-color gate control is simply the deck where you want to get all of your guild gates onto the field using Maze's End. And once you have 10 of the 11 available gates in a Pioneer using Maze's End, you simply win the game. To help you out with that, you use cards such as Gates Ablaze, which clears the field of creatures. You use Guild Summit, which allows you to draw cards every time that you play gates. And you use a package of some different creatures, such as a Boreal Grazer, which allows you to play creatures or play lands earlier in the game, and Growth Spiral, which also allows you to play lands earlier in the game. We have a couple Gate Creeper Vine in the deck, which allows you to search for the gates that you're missing, and then a big creature that comes down on the field, Gate Colossus, which allows you to stabilize your board or possibly win the game just using it. Now, my package here does use Gigantha as my companion, and my variation of the deck uses Bring to Light. Bring to Light allows us to search for either Omnath, which can be really explosive to be able to chain a bunch of spells together. Also, it allows me to search for Escape to the Wilds, which I can use in conjunction with Omnath, and it allows you to get more mana, allows you to play more lands to allow you to accomplish the goal faster. This is a control deck, mostly because I do different things such as using Gates Ablaze to clear the field, and I use Bring to Light to be able to go through my deck to be able to pull all sorts of different spells that I might need, such as I can pull Gates Ablaze with Bring to Light, I can pull Omnath, Escape the Wilds, or in the second game I can pull a number of sideboard cards that might also help me out in the matchup. So this is the deck that I'm going to play. Jesse's actually going to play it round 2. And speaking of Jesse, we're going to go to him to talk about what deck he is going to be playing first.
Let me take a moment to introduce you to the inhabitants of Value Town, the 4-color humans deck. We'll go from our lands first. We've got basically, is it just the 1-mana Confluence, Adrian? You're playing a bunch
there's like 1 or 2 in the deck.
Yeah, so you're playing 8 of Unclaimed Territory, Secluded Courtyard, right? That are effectively tapped for any color as long as it's based for humans. You've got Temple Gardens and Branch Loft Pathway for your green and white. You've got Botanical Sanctum for your green and blue, Hallowed Fountain for your white and blue, and Iganjo for your white, and it's a sneaky spell potentially also. You've got Experiment 1, Thraben Inspector, and Kytheon as your 1-drops. Experiment 1 is absolutely bonkers in this deck, and it never hurts to be able to draw a card. At your 2-drops, Werewolf Pack Leader is a real standout to me. Thalia's Lieutenant also really good. Luminar Gasparant, obviously nothing to sneeze at, and Thalia in some matchups is really, really strong. You've got Reflector Mage is basically your only piece of real interaction. Extraction Specialist lets you recur some piece of value. It doesn't get to attack or block until Extraction Specialist leaves, but if you play like a Thalia's Lieutenant or a Thalia herself, it doesn't really matter. Adeline, just insane value on her own. Think Brimaz, King of Oreskos, but humans. And she also, her power is equal to the number of humans you control, which is obviously the deck plays a bunch of them. You've got General Kudro, which is mostly just Lord, and you've got Collected Company to summon more residents of Value Town. This deck is sick. It's absurdly fast, and the Collected Company really gives it a lot of resilience and pseudo card draw.
It feels a lot like the humans deck that has been in Modern, with the notable exception of Collected Company. Collected Company is just kind of like that spell that lots and lots of decks are trying. Spirits is trying it. There's just like a banned value package that's trying it, and then and then humans is using it just to like be able to, for 4 mana, be able to get out 2/3 drops on turn 4 or turn 3 actually if you have Catilda on the field, which is an interesting addition. I know a lot of people don't run Catilda. This deck list is running 2 Catilda in there just for both like early game and late game valuability, because she also gives she also does Athalia's Lieutenant's trigger for 6 mana, which isn't the worst if you are trying to build up your board. Plus you get tap creatures to do that, and if you have an Adeline on the board, you know, like then you're producing like a bunch of humans, and you could possibly start using that to chain react growing massive creatures.
So the name of the game in this first match is going to be, can I do enough damage to him before he gets to cast his first Gates Ablaze that's relevant, and then probably cast Collected Company into killing him after his first Gates Ablaze, hopefully. There's a chance that he just doesn't get to see Gates Ablaze in the first game, but we'll see what happens. It's definitely just going to be a case of aggro versus control this first game. You have a couple of ways to win it out, close it out. We call that deck Maze's End, right? We call it Gates, but like it's interesting. It's got a mid-range package and an aggro and a full-on control package.
Yeah, back in Standard, you used to be able to just run Maze's End or Door to Nothingness as like
Omni Bordor
your win conditions, and like you used to like have like some creatures, like you have a couple gates out, you can gain 7 life, you can do all this other stuff, and like I ran Cloud Shift to like it's like block, okay, Cloud Shift it, gain 7 life, you know, like putting out a 2/4. It was very, very derpy, like back in the day. You didn't have really like the land ramp that you do now. However, it does feel nice with the land ramp. Usually by turn 5 or 6, you can get out like a pretty stable board of land. And then if you are able to land an Omnath that hopefully you don't Reflector Mage, like hopefully the game can kind of like go from there. There's other kind of like
although frankly, even if I Reflector Mage your Omnath, there's a decent chance you've already won the game, right? Like I just don't have enough damage to get through that Omnath trigger that you already got.
If I can also get out like 1 or 2 Gate Colossus, those are usually like really solid blockers where you're not going to be able to get through. However, if you are doing the go wide strategy, there's definitely a chance that you can just like jam through the stuff. Some other pieces that might be important: Omnath will obviously gain you life, or gain me life rather, for playing lands after I play Omnath. And also the Plaza of Harmony gains 3 life if you have 2 gates out, and that life will be incredibly important here.
Yeah.
So
let's show them what we got, Adrian.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. I do reveal Gigantha because there have been games where that's been relevant. 2d6 I roll.
Sounds good to me. I'd like to normalize Monopoly rules if you're good with that.
Okay, that's fine. Right. So
2d6 high roll. If you roll doubles, roll again and add. If you roll doubles 3 times, your cumulative roll becomes 0.
Your cumulative roll becomes 0. Okay. All right. I will roll a
7.
Average 7.
7.
Uh-oh. Okay. Ooh,
6.
Doubles. What? 9. You can roll doubles
12.
again. Oh, so close.
19.
19. Okay, I don't think I'm going to get to 19. I really do need to go first with this deck. 5.
Right.
Okay,
I will go first.
All right.
Famous last words.
So with what we're doing, we do look at our hands and we do decide if we like this, because we want this to be kind of like educational. If we don't really like what's going on with it, we have the ability to pitch back 1 for free. Again, that is not standard Magic rules, but it does help for, you know, like
making good games for camera.
Yeah, making good games for camera and stuff like this. I will say I actually really like my starting hand. I wish I was on the draw. It'd make me feel a lot better.
You are on the draw.
I wish I was on the play. I wish I could speak correctly.
Yeah.
Because... Same. Yeah. The Gross Spiral, unfortunately, because I'm on the draw, is going to come out on turn 3, which is going to be very punishing. I don't have all the colors for Omnath. I'm still missing the white, just like straight off of here. But like in the blind, I would definitely keep this hand.
Yeah. So, Adrian, I have to ask how many lands are in the deck.
That's a good question. I will have to get back to you. I think it's. I want to say it's 22.
Okay, so it's nothing like super greedy.
No.
So we have the potential here to like draw another 3-drop in Collected Company and feel pretty bad on turn 3, but I think that generally this is an eminently keepable hand in the blind. We've got Experiment 1 going to a 2/2 on turn 2 with Thalia there to presumably make it a little more expensive to remove. Any one of these cards is absolutely sick. Well, General Kudro's not like super sick on his own, but Adeline's sick, Extraction Specialist sick. We don't have any doubles up on legendaries. We've got 2 mana, which will probably let us cast our whole hand as long as we draw into that 3rd land eventually. I don't see any reason we don't keep this.
Yeah. That Growth Spiral is going to feel bad playing that on turn 3. So, okay. I'm ready to... Oh,
All right.
you don't draw.
I don't
you
draw. That's
no,
right.
You don't draw.
I'm sorry. I played a bunch of EDH yesterday.
Indeed.
Experiment Uno. Humans.
There you go. Cool.
Yeah.
I will draw this, and I will lay the Simic Guildgate. Go ahead.
I think we probably flip to white here. And we play Luminarch Aspirant.
Oh, okay.
And then, actually, that's probably wrong. We probably want to save the Luminarch Aspirant. We're going to go Thalia.
Yeah.
Trigger Experiment 1. It kind of gets us there the same way in the end, but I'd rather just be putting counters on Thalia than Experiment 1 to begin with, frankly. Yeah. And we'll in for 2.
All right, 18.
Yeah, go ahead.
Untap. Draw. And let's lay this as our land. We're going to tap this for green. We're going to put down a Boreal Grazer.
Sure.
And we're going to drop Azorius Guildgate off of that. And I'll say go.
We'll untap. We'll draw. We're getting there. Unless you control 2 or fewer. Yes. Sick. Man, it feels good to be a gangster.
Yeah.
I think we probably just do this.
Seems
Actually,
good.
Can we do that? Yes.
Yep.
And then we'll get an Evolve trigger here.
Yep.
And now we're swinging for 4, 7.
Yep. So this kind of hurts. I'm at 11.
So the reason we played Kudro here...
Oh, sorry. I do not. I play Magic correctly. I'm just
You're
like
probably
tilted
gonna
by
jump with the Arboreal
your
Grazer.
stuff. Yeah. Let's go ahead and block this. It's gonna die. I will take 3.
Yeah. So I'm gonna talk about why we made the choice to play Kudro here instead of Luminarch Aspirant or Adeline, which were both in our starting hand, right? I've shown Aspirant. We drew it at turn 1. So like Extraction Specialist just isn't live yet.
Yeah.
We've got Adeline, who's great next turn, but this adds the most power to our board this turn, and crucially, it makes our Experiment 1 big enough to eat your Arboreal Grazer, and our Thalia big enough to eat your Arboreal Grazer, which means that we don't get to get stonewalled. Whatever the blocks are, we're gaining value here.
Yep.
So we'll pass the turn.
All right. Untap. Draw. We've got choices here. We have choices here. So I think I'm gonna play a little spicy. You know I have the Omnath in hand. You know I have the mana to do it if I drop this. So I'm going to drop Plaza Harmony. That will gain me 3 lives. So 16, 17,
Pretty good.
18. And then I'm going to go ahead and drop Omnath. Trigger, I draw a card.
Yeah. Got blue, red.
So
green.
white,
Yep.
white, blue, green, and then this
red.
copies any color I want.
That's fine.
So go for it.
So he's actually like this 4/4 is less scary to us than it would normally be.
Yeah.
Because we just had a very nice draw. So we'll play our land. We've got a couple of options here. I think the correct one, because we're already showing a 4/4 and a 3/1 or a 3/2 first striker. I think we're going to play Luminarch Aspirant,
Yeah.
even though it's a little mana inefficient. And we'll pump Thalia at the start of combat, and will attack for 8.
8, and that's representing 4 first strike. And then this is
A 4/4. So you can trade me my 1/1 for your 4 mana.
yeah. I think that's actually what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
just
that's
gonna
probably fine.
do this, and then I'm gonna take the 4 from here. I'll go to 14.
Yeah. Did you play a land after Omnath?
I didn't. No, I had to play.
So you
Plaza.
drew a card. Oh, but
Yeah,
then
I
you
had
drew
to
game
play
life off Plaza,
to
right?
do that. Yeah.
So you blocked here.
Yes.
I don't get to remove these to regenerate him after damage, right? You have to regenerate.
Yeah, you have to regenerate
ahead of
before.
time.
Oh, so actually that means my Omna survives.
No, I'm not going to regenerate. I'm just saying that.
Oh, okay.
I'm just asking if I can.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. No, we're absolutely killing Omnath.
Okay.
We're not
Understandable.
making all of your lands say gain 4 life.
I mean, you know.
Yeah. Well, and then we'll pass the turn.
Draw.
Gates Ablaze here would feel pretty bad. Anything else we're kind of okay with? Yeah. Okay.
So I actually was sacking the Gates Ablaze. I wanted to bring out Omnath to deal with your experiment 1.
Oh, so they couldn't
because I
regenerate
did,
it?
yeah,
Yeah.
because like it feels really bad to like have a creature stay behind in a control
Yeah.
scenario. So I definitely just wanted to.
In response to your Gates Ablaze, I'm kidding.
You guys,
We'll sacrifice 2
sack it and
creatures to destroy
creature.
Kudrow himself. Yeah. no.
Okay. Seems
We'll
real.
not do that.
Okay. Back to you, sir.
All right, we'll untap. We'll draw for turn. I think any line here that doesn't start with play Adeline is probably wrong.
Yeah, I also waited a turn because I hoped that you would play Adeline too instead
Right.
of the Luminarch. That would have been the best. But since you kind of know that you're playing against control, you
Right.
wanted to like hold that, and that was
And
also
as soon as you see a guild gate, you can assume that either we're playing against like the child at the tournament who just is trying to figure out if he's into this magic thing or just
Yeah.
doesn't have an income yet, or this deck.
yeah.
So we'll pass after Adeline.
All right.
By the way, if you are the child who doesn't have an income yet, this is the deck. This deck's sick. Yeah,
So,
it's pretty good.
So let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So if you have Reflector Mage, then we're gonna have problems. Otherwise,
Yeah.
this might be
I have
my
a
stabilization.
I have a little
for me.
time to draw into it. I'm not immediately threatened.
No, you're
but,
not. But
but
this,
yeah, it doesn't look good for us.
This feels really good to be able to drop a Gate Colossus right here.
Yeah. Yeah, because you can recur it when you play Gate too.
Yeah,
Right? It's insane.
it's also really good combo with Guild Summit, because Guild Summit triggers draw, so you can put this on top of your library and then draw it. And then so it's going to become a recurring threat for you.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll play Catilda,
Yeah.
and then we'll tap Adeline with Catilda's effect.
Okay, take a pain from
Yep.
the mana.
Go to
conflicts.
19, and we'll recur.
You got 2 really good choices there.
I think Luminarch Aspirant's the call
Yeah. The Luminarch Apps.
because he just generates value while I don't get to do anything here. We'll begin combat
Yeah.
and put a counter on Adeline.
That seems super relevant.
Yeah.
All right.
And now I think we also have the option here, depending on what you present, to just try and go wide around
Yeah.
you. Like start swinging, accept that we're going to lose a creature every time we swing, but that we're going to get some amount of damage through.
Yeah.
In fact, maybe we put this +1/+1 on Catilda. Yeah.
Okay.
Because there's no point in making, unless I'm going to put 5 on Adeline and try and kill you with just Adeline, which isn't going to happen. You've got a Maze's End. I think we're not getting there on the buff Adeline plan.
So, speaking about my combo, I'm going to tap these to play Guild Summit. Now, I do have the ability to tap any number of gates to draw a card, and that's kind of like what I'm deciding right now. I think I'm going to go ahead and tap one gate to draw a card when it enters the battlefield.
Mm-hmm.
That feels really good. I'm going to put down a gate, trigger draw card.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to Growth Spiral. I draw a card and I can put a land from my hand in the battlefield. I'll put down Simic Guild Gate, trigger draw card.
Yeah.
That
So
feels
we've
pretty
got
good.
2 Izzet Guild Gates and 2 Simic Guild Gates.
Yeah, I have a
And-
lot of
Yeah.
duplicates. Like these 2 are duplicates.
Right,
these
you
are
still have to make
duplicates.
concessions to your mana base
Yeah.
for the Maze's End plan. I'm just trying to count. We've got 4 unique gates.
Yeah.
5 if you count what you do. No, that's not a gate. The Pathway of Harmony isn't a gate, right? Or the Plaza?
The Plaza's not a gate,
Okay.
no, but it is just really good to like gain that starting life. Yeah, I
So-
think we're good to ship it back.
All right. Let's see. I think we're gonna take a pain.
Okay. How
Um,
painful.
green, werewolf pack leader,
Seems pretty good.
white, colorless, Thalia.
That also seems
We
relevant.
do just definitely lose to Gates Ablaze here,
Yeah.
but we at least have a shot at getting enough damage across the field
Right.
now that we're like live.
So before you go to combat, you do have
Right,
a Luminar trigger, which is just super good.
It's pretty
Definitely don't
good.
wanna
I
miss
can
it.
only swing these 3.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put one on Thalia, actually. I
Okay.
think. Is that right? No, I'm gonna make you. This round's choice is a little worse. So obviously, I think you're gonna block the Adeline.
Yeah, I'll definitely block the Adeline.
And then you'll take
trigger,
6.
produce a human.
Right. Now here's a question: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Ooh.
Maybe the move would have been
To put
a
it
1
there.
here. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't think it really matters because you've got the
Yeah,
Guild
we
Summit.
want to trade that, but currently it is costing me 2.
Actually, I don't think it is the move. I think the
Okay.
move is just
just
'cause you
get
know another point of damage across, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna block here. My gate's actually gonna live, and I'm gonna take 3, 6.
Yep. We'll put you to 8,
Put me to 8.
which is good. We're untapping with more than 8 on board. I think.
Yeah.
2, 5, 6,
No.
8,
Yeah.
9, 10, 11.
Yeah, your go wide is gonna be incredibly relevant.
Yeah, it's just a question of do you have Gates Ablaze, and if you
Right.
do I draw Collected Company?
Right. All right, my go.
Yeah.
All right, untap. Draw. Making my stuff cost 4. It's not very kind of you. Do I just die next turn?
Yeah, if you can't Gates Ablaze, you
If I can't
absolutely
Gates
just die.
Ablaze, I just straight up.
You-
do all
maybe
of
another
that.
Gate Colossus saves you, but I don't think even really that does it. Oh, this is dead.
Yes. Yeah, and you're taxing me too, which isn't good. Guild Summit, I'm not going to pay the thing. What I am gonna do.
Gates Ablaze is 3 mana, right?
So it's gonna be 4 mana. So I have to.
Oh, and
Yeah. So I'm gonna have 2 draws.
oh, right, because Thalia.
Yeah. So I'm gonna drop this trigger.
Yeah. Okay, he didn't crack up, so I think we got there, chat.
So it's true. I do have this. I can,
Doesn't hurt.
but I don't think it saves me.
I don't think it does either, but you might as well make me do math.
Yes. Well, technically math is for me since I'm the blocker. So
Yeah.
go for it.
Well, untap. Fucking 2-story apartment building over here. will enter combat.
Okay.
We'll get a Luminarch Aspirant trigger. I think our strategy of just spread it out and make you take the most damage you can is probably the right move. I'm not allowed to attack with the Aspirant because it's still Extraction Specialist.
You'll produce a human.
No, I won't. I don't have a thing, but I will draw a card.
Oh, that's right. Your thing died.
I will draw a card from Werewolf Pack Leader.
So maybe, let's see. So 3. So like even if I block these, I'm still taking 3, 4, 5,
7.
7. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay with living.
Going to 1 feels not bad.
Yeah.
Feels pretty okay.
Okay, so I will block these. They will super die, and then I will go to 1.
Yeah. This will trade.
So this is currently a 2.
Oh, no.
3,
+1, +1.
4, 5,
Yeah.
6,
Yep,
7,
yep,
8, 9. Yeah, he's a 9/9.
These are very dead. I'd like to say thank you, Adrian, for letting me keep the werewolf. That's pretty good. And now my Luminarch Aspirant can attack.
Yes.
And we'll pass turn.
So actually, there was a player mistake that you made. Then I should have definitely blocked the werewolf.
Yeah. Do you want to go back and do that?
Yeah. So we should do that to like represent what's going on here. I should block the werewolf because if I don't block the werewolf, you can pump the werewolf and then I die.
Oh, yeah. Well, so that's 2 player mistakes. So you block here, right?
Yeah, I blocked there.
You're blocking
this
here.
had 2 counters on
Did it? Okay.
Well, actually, maybe I should block I should actually block the Catilda. I shouldn't block the. So 3.
Okay. Yeah, that's reasonable.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, cool. And I go
so
to
these 2 die.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the total damage is the same, right? Yeah.
Yes.
And then we'll pass the turn.
On top. Draw. That's what I want to see. But you make me pay for it, though. Let's pay 6. 1. So you 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so colors white, red, blue, black, green. So essentially I'm attacking for 5 colors.
Yeah.
Bring to lights.
Yeah.
Now here's the interesting thing. Since Bring to Light will put in exile, so I actually have to pay the 1 to cast it as well.
Can you do that?
Yeah, because like it's a tax. So so what it says is that like I may you may cast the card without paying its mana cost. However, what you end up
but you still
doing
have to pay
is
1.
I still have to
I didn't
pay
realize
1.
Bring to Light just played it. I thought it just tutored.
So it's really nice because like it gets around Weathered Runestone and a couple other relevant cards. Because if it was like just cast it from your library, then it would not do that. Okay,
so this lives, right? Because by definition, it's got
it's always gonna live.
It's always gonna beat Gates Ablaze on size. But this is dead.
Yes, that will super die. So I'm going to tap this to pay the 1, and I will cast. This will die. What a time to be at 1.
Yeah.
What a time to be at 1. Okay, I think I have some pretty cool skills that I can do.
Well, you can attack for a bunch here. I don't have any haste.
Yeah, it does.
You know that, right?
It does have vigilance too, so that makes and trample.
Oh yeah, that's sick.
Let's see.
In fact, you should have done that a couple turns ago too. Or last turn, I think you had.
Probably, yeah. And it's like the hard thing with like always playing with a new deck is like what?
Yeah, missing those little pieces.
Okay, so let's see. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need 1 more for it to be free. So we're going to do Golgari, trigger. So I'm going to put this on top, and then I'm going to draw once and then draw again. now I can
You just play it for free now.
play for free
Pretty good.
just every time.
Yeah.
That seems pretty good. Now I'm going to also Growth Spiral. Draw a
Yeah.
card I can play.
Go land, yeah.
Right hand. Let's actually. I don't have out this one because
Yeah,
I
so
need
now
to
you
actually
got
start
Is
going
it
towards
Gruul,
my trigger.
Azorius, Simic, Orzhov, Golgari. So he's at 6
Yeah.
gates.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'll attack you for 11.
Yeah, we'll go to 6.
Maybe I'll just win that way.
No, 7.
We got.
Draw.
Oh, sorry. I'm at. No, yeah, I am still at 1.
I don't think this changes our lot in life, but it's not bad.
Not bad.
I think we just die though.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, cool. Got there.
I think after the first Gates Ablaze, there's no use holding anything back.
No, because like
Because-
you're either gonna win,
Right. You're either gonna.
or
Yeah. Let's see. What else do we have? So we're probably bringing these Elite Spellbinder, these Deafening Silences. Brutal Cathars don't really even feel bad here.
Well, the only thing is like if you brutal Cathar and then I kill, I get it back. So it's kind of like
But if it
No.
takes it out of the way for a turn,
Yeah.
that feels fine.
if you also brutal Cathar something like one of my smaller defenders, then I'm going to also get the end of the battlefield triggers as well.
So we could look at Scheming Fence and turn off your Maze's End win condition. Scheming
Yes.
Fence Maze's End, but that feels just dumb. It feels,
Yeah.
feels very,
Plus,
very non-bow.
like when I Gates Ablaze it, it's
Yeah.
gonna. I definitely feel like your champions are the elites and the deafening.
Yeah.
Plus, you don't want to take out too much stuff.
No,
anyway.
I don't think I really have room for the
I won that game.
brutal Cathars. I think that so much of the deck is like the optimal humans. Yeah.
For me, in my sideboard, I have Heroic Intervention, Roiling Vortex, Slaughter Games, Void Run, Fry, and Abrupt Decay. Heroic Intervention really is there for like blue-white control and other matchups that especially like do land destruction, which isn't very popular yet, but it can happen. And since like one of your big win conditions is the lands, it's in there for that. The Roiling Vortex, not really relevant in this matchup. Slaughter Games, there for combo decks, like if you're playing against Greasefang or whatnot, you can definitely bring in Slaughter Games and use Bring to Light to get Slaughter Games and essentially win the game right on the spot. Void Run in there against other control matchups and Planeswalkers as well. Mostly it's kind of like against control matchups that will play Planeswalkers. Again, for like Greasefang, I'd probably bring in Slaughter Games and the Void Runs. So those aren't like really relevant right now. However, the cards that are relevant are Fry, which will be a really kind of like low to the ground ability for me to kill creatures, and then the Abrupt Decays, which will allow me to essentially destroy every single creature that he's going to present in his deck.
I'm not convinced the Deafening Silences are great bring-ins.
So the Deafening Silence will make it so that I can't bring to light.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
These Kudros actually feel pretty good now that I think about it for a second. No, because it's destroy. There's like the world in which I get a Colossus on the way down, but I feel like that's so minimal that I don't think it actually is worth thinking about. I feel like cutting the one drop, it might be the move otherwise. So I think these are my 5 outs. What do you think, Adrian?
Yeah, I think so. The Catildas are like definitely a huge out. The Kudros are kind of interesting, but
I think it's cuter than it is good.
You're going to want to see an Elite Spellbinder before you ever see a Kudro. Because Elite Spellbinder is just going to be supremely good against me. This is kind of like a hard cut for me. Generally, I gravitate towards the Guild Gates, but let's also look at the Gatecreeper Vines. The Gatekeeper Vines, like while it does present an early blocker, I'm going to want to maximize on destroying creatures. So possibly not that. Another thing I can cut is 1 or 2 Escape to the Wilds, which actually feels pretty good. I don't want to cut the Bring to Light because the Bring to Light will allow me to get the Destruction spell. So let's look at this some more. I also actually on the draw might cut 1 or 2 lands, which I am on the draw. Might cut 1 or 2 of my lands, such as one of the Izzet Guild Gates, or possibly one of the Simic Guild Gates, because those in the deck I'm running multiple of. So I definitely feel like this is what I want to cut. I probably want to go ahead and keep this because this draw does allow me to get back that which I had to do. So possibly I'm going to cut 1 Escape to the Wilds, and I think I'm going to go ahead and cut 1 Izzet Guild Game and keep this Simic Guild Game here.
Check my dog on the nanny cam. Make sure that he's still snoozing peacefully.
I assume you don't want to be on the play?
No, I think I do want to be on the play. Yeah, I think this deck go first. Good idea.
I'll have to think of another thing to say for next time.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's all you as you move. Aw, look at him. He's just laying there. He's not asleep, but he's like just hanging out. Just hanging out.
Yeah.
Just chilling.
A good pupper.
Yeah.
Alright, so this hand set is now going to be hidden, and we're also going to use regular mulliganing rules as we play our second round.
What's the name on it? You said Kevin?
Yeah, I'm okay with this.
Alright, I'll try it.
Humans.
Experiment 1's off to a good start.
Yeah, doesn't hurt.
Good.
Is it Kevin?
Trigger. Well, no. It's
Yes,
just
1 trigger.
yeah.
Yeah.
So when it enters, we will add a counter. Is that the thing to do? Yeah, no, that's not the thing to do. I'm sorry.
I feel like it's a little early. Yeah,
That's the thing.
That's
Combat
Yeah,
to you.
18. I go.
Yeah. We're in this awkward position about like having to play around his gates
Good.
ablaze, but if we don't just murder him pretty quickly,
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter if he has gates ablaze. So
There's lots of truth in that statement.
I think we're just gonna play into it and be okay with that. Trigger. Combat trigger.
Okay.
Make us a little wrath resistant. Up for 4.
14.
And we'll pass the turn.
Good.
Alright. Untap. This Thalia makes me feel pretty good. Virtually all of his lands come in tapped.
Yep.
So I think we've got one more turn, which I think might be all that we need. matters. Thalia's Lieutenant.
Yeah,
Triggers.
It's really good.
Begin combat.
Yeah.
Trigger. Up for 4, 7, 8, 9, 13.
13. I'll go
Just
to
put
1.
you to 1, yeah. So now even Gates of Blaze doesn't save him.
Right. I mean, you know. Am I go?
Yeah.
I mean, I can still Gates of Blaze for 3. So, yeah, actually, it doesn't save me because
Doesn't
you're
not even
regenerate.
close. Yeah.
And
So I
then-
go to 1 here.
And then I
I
just...
go to 0 here.
Yeah.
This dies. This dies. This dies.
Yeah. All right. And then I'll send it back to you.
Untap. Draw. Declare attackers. Collected company.
It sounds good.
Yeah.
All right. So that was definitely like, wow.
This deck's just so fast.
Being on the play...
Actual dead turn 4.
Yeah, being on the play feels really bad. When I didn't have any ramp for my
Yeah.
lands, and possibly I needed to go ahead and ship it because I didn't have any ramp for my lands. You had a really
But
strong
did you have
start.
Gates of Blades in your opening hand?
I did,
I
and
think
so-
I'm that kind of greedy too, where I'm
Yeah.
like, this is the best card in the matchup. I can play it on time. That's enough, but
Yeah.
it isn't. You also didn't have any 1-for-1 early.
Yeah, I also
think-
didn't have any like interaction for some of your things. The Luminarch Ascension was definitely the card to play.
Aspirant. Luminary Aspirant Ascension
yeah.
would be sick.
Oh, yeah.
I'd play the hell out of that card.
The Luminarch was definitely...
I think that's what, OG Zendikar? I think that's probably a little before Pioneer starts keeping track.
Yeah, is definitely like one of your better turn 2 plays because you just get to compound those counters and then you can
Right.
start keeping it way out of my reach.
Yeah, give us a little bit of Wrath resistance.
Yeah,
Never mind keeping him bigger than your Gates Ablaze. Even if he's not, at least if we put 2 counters on Experiment 1,
Yeah.
we start with 1 or 2 power after the Gates Ablaze feels pretty good.
we haven't been marking the wins, so I'll just go ahead and do that.
Oh yeah, we're 1-1. Yeah,
We are 1-1. I'll go ahead and say hello to the few people I have in the chat. Hello. Feel free to comment. Feel free to tell us what you would have done in these situations as well. Let's see. So you've won 1 and I've won 1. So we'll go ahead and mark.
sick.
All right. For all the marbles,
Yes,
Right here.
every marble,
every single one.
all of them are in this game.
I'll go first.
That seems like the correct choice.
Just see, check and see which hand I'm gonna keep.
I think I'm going to ship this back,
Okay.
but I'd kind of like to talk about it on its way out.
Yeah.
That's fine for mana base. It's the fact that we've got Luminarch Aspirant with no other
With no
target.
payoff,
Like we've just got. We don't need a 1-drop, but if I'm gonna play Luminarch Aspirant with no 2-drop, I want my 3-drops to be better. This is good, but
it
not
feels
2
awkward.
of them.
Yeah, it feels really awkward. When the only thing that you like really want to bounce is my Omna. Well, also
No, I want
also
to. I
the,
want to bounce the. I want to bounce every one of your dudes, other
Yeah.
than Arboreal Grazer,
yeah.
who I just want to kill in combat. But like, even if I bounce an Arboreal Grazer, I'm not going to feel badly
Yeah.
about it. Giving you the chance to play another land isn't actually what kills me. I don't think. Maybe it is. Maybe that's the wrong attitude. Maybe bouncing his Arboreal Grazer would kill us.
It does seem good. Be like, I don't know. I feel kind of happy about you.
Yeah, I think
bouncing my
if
Arboreal
bouncing
Grazer.
Arboreal Grazer doesn't let us kill you,
Right,
then
yeah.
it makes us lose the game. Ooh.
the spicy one tech.
Ooh. Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, sweet. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay.
The deck doesn't have too many bad draws. Wait, the one I gave you is the one you're shipping back?
It is. Yeah.
Okay, I
It's a
see how it
Reflector
is.
Mage.
Yeah. All right.
Which, as we've discussed, feels a little awkward.
Yeah, it does. You ready?
Yeah, it's a gate.
Okay. Just go for it.
experimental Uno. Go ahead.
Hello. Draw. Let's drop Demir.
I don't know how I feel about this alternate art experiment one. He's just like, he's got like buff, like trim, like Jabba the Hutt before college vibes, like pre-freshman 15. He's just coming out of like, you know, football camp, and he's feeling strong, and it bothers me, Adrian.
Okay, I see how it is.
Oh no.
Do you not have any more land?
No, I don't have another green source.
Oh, okay. That seems problematic.
I mean,
for-
it's less
for your
bad
Wolfie
than not
boy.
having. Yeah, exactly. So I guess we'll just play a land. Well, let's bluff something,
Okay.
and we'll swing for one. Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead.
Okay. I don't feel very threatened right now. I'm
I
gonna be-
don't feel very
gonna be
threatening right now.
Legit with you. I'm just gonna play that, and I'm gonna say go suck a big one. I mean, go ahead.
Wow, Adrian. Elite Spellbinder.
Oh, okay. Well, which Gates Ablaze would you like?
I would like this one, I guess.
or my.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I felt pretty good. I had the Gates Ablaze in my hand along with Bring to
Experiment
Light,
one will evolve,
and also I have this.
and I will swing for 2.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna die.
Okay.
So. Hiya.
No, it's lives. Sorry, he's only at 1,
Oh, okay.
right? Yeah. just
Okay,
the one
you're
thing.
representing two.
Oh, sorry, my
okay,
bad.
Cool.
My bad.
Block there.
Yeah.
Alright, my go?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Draw. Card you don't know about.
So he can Plaza. He can play the Gates Ablaze that I've exiled.
I can actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's the funny thing. I can also, right now, Bring to Light for 4, which is not bad either. But I don't really need to right now. I'm technically representing 3 Gates Ablaze, which is not.
It's not where I want to be.
Too bad for me. If you have another Elite Spellbinder, I am possibly super screwed if I don't play this one. Well, actually, technically, yeah, I'm super screwed if I don't play this one. Not really badly, though. I think I'm going to play this as my land step. Go up to 23, because apparently you aren't threatening my life total.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's a
And-
slow burn. This one, Adrian.
Yeah,
It's but it's slow.
it's like that. I think I don't really have. No, I'm going to go ahead and keep this one card in my hand, and I'm going to say, go ahead.
Okay. What are the valid targets for Bring to Light? Is it a
So
creature?
all of my instants and sorceries and creatures.
Okay,
Yeah.
so basically everything.
It's pretty good. Yeah,
Very,
it's,
very nearly all the things.
yeah.
I want it.
The Bring to Light?
Give it to me.
Okay. That's relevant.
Trigger.
Yeah.
Combat.
Let's see. Go ahead and lock that one.
Cool. Yeah. Take 3.
If
Back
I
down to
missed.
20.
Aha.
We're getting there.
Yep.
Getting there, chat.
Okay, am I go?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and activate Maze Zone.
Yeah.
Got black. I think the Azorius is probably my best bet, just like on the blind, just because it allows me to play Omnath with 2 different colors, and it's also one of my monos. I Bring to Light costing 7 does not sound fun though.
No.
Okay. Draw for turn. Be super sweet if that card actually didn't come in tapped. That'd be really, really nice. I feel like you're not able to overextend. So 3, 6, 9. I'm at 20.
I'm presenting enough damage that I don't
Yeah,
like
you don't just, like,
overextension
wanna-
isn't the problem, right?
You don't want to do too much. So I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to pay this turn to put Gigantha in my hand.
Seems reasonable.
Say go.
Well, untap. We'll get in there for 9.
I'm gonna fry your experiment one.
I'll regenerate him.
Absolutely. It does remove him from combat, thankfully.
Yes.
I'll just take 6, so I'll go 14.
Yeah.
You see the game I'm playing.
Give me that other Gates of Blaze. Let me see the other 2 cards, but I
Okay.
think it's Gates of Blaze.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure it's Gates of Blaze.
Just all 3 of them, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so whatever.
Oh, and trigger.
Yep.
I gotta wait too late.
Okay, my go?
Yeah.
God, 5-drop Gates of Blaze.
You know what? You can play it, and it ain't even bad.
Yeah, it's not the worst. Okay, I have.
I just don't want you to Gates of Blaze and something else.
Yeah.
That's where I start to feel pretty bad.
No, at this point, I definitely want to Gates Ablaze. It just sucks that they all cost 5.
Yeah.
So
Because you can't do anything else now. Right.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. Red is the only thing I have to care about. So let's do this one.
Sure.
I'll deal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage.
Yeah. Is it more than 2? Great. You get everything.
Cool. And then I will put out a Boreal. Do I actually really do that? I feel like,
I think it's 60.
yeah, because it gives me a turn to not have to block and stuff like that. Go ahead.
Yeah. I don't think you really want to have to Gates of Blaze right away again.
I opened so powerful. I hit a poker face, and that's why I was like, don't drop it when I had to go into the poker. I wish I had at least. I just wanted to get that. That's right.
Seems reasonable.
Sorry, it's actually this weird, but
Yeah.
go ahead.
Presenting 2 threats at once, huh?
Wow.
I know.
I'm being such a good boy, Adrian. I'm not overextending into the wrath I know is there, but I'm presenting enough things that you will probably have to answer. If he plays Colossus, I think we're just done.
Would be nice.
Oh, he also posted a big market text how he doesn't sell online. I don't know why he uses that as his symbol. I don't know why he does it. I don't know why he would. Yeah.
Red, blue, black, white, green, red, blue. Tap for this. I'm actually going to go ahead and cast Bring to Life.
Sure.
Using all 5 colors. So it's going to give you kind of like a gambit as to if you want to take advantage of this right now or if you don't. I'm going to go ahead and fetch Escape the Wilds. I haven't. See, I played the Azorius as my land drop. So I could potentially flip like Gate Colossus and things like that. I currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 online. So it actually allows my thing to live. I just feel like this is a relevant thing. But it does present a gambit, which I'll talk about the gambit later on. You'll probably be able to figure out what the gambit is for this one. So cut. And then I will cast. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. 5. Let's see. I have to take the Rakdos because it's one of my one-ofs. There. Now I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 6. So this will make it cost 1 next turn. Yeah, I like that gambit. Good.
great spot. We'd be in a better spot if we had another green source.
Yeah.
But we're not in a great spot. Extraction specialist. Tick.
Okay.
Trigger.
Interesting.
Trigger.
Interesting.
Oh, extraction specialist has lifelink. Wow, that's really irrelevant, but good to
Yeah.
know.
We'll block. Which 3 should I block?
It's up to you.
That
my
one.
guy. Yeah.
Okay, I'll take 3.
Yeah.
Okay, go to 11.
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right, now I have to decide what things I want to do. I really do have to cast the Gates of Blaze now, as you know.
Yes. And I get to at least keep my experiment 1.
Yeah. So
And that's why I played as much as I did. I feel like we have to get him to cast Gates Ablaze.
yeah, but you being like what? You got 2, 3 cards in hand. 3
Yeah.
cards. Means you're holding a Collected Company, and I also notice you're holding a Wolfie Boy. So
Right.
yeah, we're definitely. We'll lay.
We're pressuring you. How many different gates do you have? You've got
I
Dimir,
actually
Azorius,
have
Simic.
all unique gates right now. So I've got 1,
6
2,
of 'em?
3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
It's not bad at all. So the real thing is like, what do I want to tap for my land? So this will be my red source. 3, 4, and we'll do this as 5. So here's Gates of Blaze for 6.
Yeah. I will regenerate experiment 1.
Yeah. Okay. Now have 4. Let's go ahead and grab this land right here, and then that makes my dude cost only 1 right now. But I do have possible tech. We'll see. Going to cast Growth Spiral, draw a card, and I can lay a land.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that tech right there.
Sick.
Cast for 3. Now, unfortunately, that does mean that my Escape the Wilds.
Your other one's
will-
going to go away.
will-
I think
will
that's.
go
I think
away.
that's okay.
I think
you got your 750s worth.
Yeah, for like everything I did. Unfortunately, like I don't have like the draw like replay combo for him.
Yeah.
But
So this is not bad.
So far ahead right now.
that's good.
Yeah. Trigger.
Trigger. Yeah.
And we'll turn him sideways and get you for 2.
Let's go to 9. Wherever the 9 is. There it is. Okay. All right. Is it back to me?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Just massive land pile. Draw. I just have so much land right now. What all can I do in life? Did I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? Cool. Got more than enough. Cast Gigantha. See, actually, I want to go ahead and
Yeah.
cast.
What's the activated?
Yeah, so I can tap for Wooburg. However, the Wooburg only costs only activates for non-generic mana costs.
Got it.
So like I could use the green blue off
Yeah,
of
yeah,
that,
yeah,
or just the red or the red green, stuff like that. So actually I want to do this one first because this one is actually more color dependent. So we have blue, black, green, red, and then white. So that's the more color dependent one of there. So I'm gonna do that for 5. Actually, I'm only just gonna go ahead and get Omnath.
You seen enough cards yet, Adrian? Or
There you go. Okay. So I'm going to gain for life. 13. Do I actually have tricks? Let's see. I actually have tricks. You're gonna love this. Okay. So I'm going to tap this to activate Maze's End.
yeah, that's pretty good. Now you get the landfall
then
trigger.
I'm gonna get the 4.
Yeah, you go to 17.
Oh no! So I for this one I get red, green, white, blue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Go for it.
What gate do I not have yet? So we need to start working towards Oh shit, do I have most of them? I don't have Golgari. Do I have Simic?
You have
I
Simic. You have Dimir, you have
I
Azorius.
don't have Boros yet, do I?
No.
So is that... Did I just, like, get there?
No.
No? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, I did not get there yet.
So we're dead in 2 turns to Maze's End.
Yeah. Oh wait, hold on, 10.
Are none of them dupes?
I didn't even just like realize that. So we got this one, this one, this one, this one. Wasn't even working towards it. It was just like,
Yeah.
it was just kind of like a want-want.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
It feels bad, right? We never see 4th land.
Right.
We can't cast the werewolf or the 2 collected companies we have.
Yeah, like I was just trying to like do the get the 4 mana here, then tap the Sir Green.
It feels
like,
better to know that we never get there.
Yeah. It's like, oh, cool. I just actually just win straight off of Maze's End.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I think ignoring the Maze's End combo or the Maze's End win condition, other than grabbing one-off gates, is the correct choice.
Yeah, it's kind of like, oh, I did a thing. It's like, and you always
If none of
wanna-
your other plans come together, you have Maze's End.
Yeah.
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 So that we've got the control deck winning against the aggro deck. That makes sense. This doesn't feel unwinnable. I feel like if I'd had a 4th mana or a 2nd green source, that would have been a game.
Yeah.
We might have even got there. Although I used a lot of my mana most of the turns. I probably don't. I don't know. I path so differently with a 4th land that it's hard to say.
All right. Unsideboard.
Yes.
Great. Fry, which came in useful, so I could kill off his Experiment 1. I do feel like with this deck, you don't want to just jam Gates Ablaze immediately. Like I wanna draw.
You want to make me work for it,
I
right?
want to work for it, and like I feel
That was true in. I don't know. I played a lot of Return to Ravnica Standard.
yeah,
And that was true against like the Naya deck, the Naya Humans deck as the blue-white control deck. You didn't want to. You needed to make them pay for the wrath. Like you needed to make them show you that you needed to wrath. Also, Adrian, I don't believe that I am the cause of this, but if I am, I'm sorry. This sleeve is a poor kid.
yeah. I can tell you who did that.
Oh,
I'll tell you later.
We'll do it off camera. Yeah.
That's okay. I carry on replacements just for.
Yeah, I figured you're all in
Someone-
Dragon Shield golds here. Like you're you're a man with a plan, and I respect it. I figure I should let you know.
They break a number in my sleeves all the time. But that's okay. I still let them borrow my decks anyway. Alright.
Let's just count your sideboard and make sure I did it right.
This one's actually dinged already. Okay, well. That's and this.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. I like this humans deck. I think it's a lot of fun. If you're watching this video and you are wondering what deck to get into in Pioneer in like the mid budget, and you're looking at like this or mono red, you can't go wrong with either of those decks. They're both really fun, and that's I'm a control player at heart. So when the control player at heart is telling you that like the deck playing actual shock and the deck playing like Thalia's lieutenant and Thalia herself are sick decks, you should believe me.
Yeah, I feel like this deck is just
Is this
really, really affordable. That's the one I'm gonna run. You're running.
Okay.
you're
Oh right,
running-
I'm on Maze's
yeah.
End now.
Yeah.
We're doing the little swap skis.
Yeah, so Jesse will be playing Maze's End for the next go around. I feel like, yeah, if you're looking for like a budget deck, Maze's End is definitely the way to go. If the price of Omnath scares you off, you can also do Fae of Wishes and use that package to use your sideboard as kind of like a wish board, just to kind of get there. I'm only running 2 Omnath, so like if you can stomach like 2 Omnath, otherwise it's
What's
not.
Omnath sitting at these days?
That is a good question.
Yeah, your other options at sort of the mid are, yeah. I mean, nothing. I don't think there's a deck in the format cheaper than Maze's End. I think mono red is more expensive than Maze's End.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, because of the Chandra Justice.
Yeah, and that deck, I don't think it's really viable without that card.
So it's running around the $10 mark.
Oh, that's not
which
too
is
bad.
Not bad at all. Yeah, so
No.
it's like $20 for.
When your
those
whole
two.
land base is $1.50, I don't think you get to complain about two $10 legendary creatures.
All right, so you've talked about your deck there. I'm gonna go ahead and bring out what we're doing for Rakdos Midrange. Rakdos Midrange is a deck that wants to use its creature interaction to kill off creatures pretty quickly with spells like Fatal Push, with Dreadbore, with Blood Tithe Harvester, with those kind of things, so that you can essentially clear the way.
It's
to-
greenless Jund, right?
Yeah.
Like this is a game plan we all know well. 1-for-1 you, and then play better shit than you do.
Yeah.
Um,
So speaking about some of the spicy cards you can have is
this is-
Tenacious
I like this.
Underdog,
It's a good
which
Magic card.
just like it dies, it comes back, it dies, it comes back. So if I can
it
draw
draws you a
this-
card on the way out, right?
Yeah, if I can draw this against your Gates Ablaze, it's actually going to feel pretty
Pretty
good.
rough for me. Well, and
Yeah.
it gives you so much velocity.
Yeah.
You get to pay life, which is something that I'm plausibly not going to pressure.
The other thing
You've also got destroy target creatures for my Colossi,
yeah.
which feels
The
better
Dreadbore.
than You've also got Graveyard Trespasser to exile it as just
Yep.
straight upside. Like you play Graveyard Trespasser for the first line of text, right? Not the second chunk of text. So
Yeah, it's super good because it has just like amazing resilience against decks. Like they have to discard a card
Yeah.
that will target it. However,
Diane, it would have been enough.
yeah.
But it
However,
also gains you life when you attack with it.
yeah. And if I this one, yeah. So what I can do is I can Dreadbore your Gate Colossus, attack with this, and then exile it and gain a life, and be like, look at all those things.
Yeah, look at how much value I just generated.
The other thing that's really good is against your Gates Ablaze, the Den of the Bugbear and the Hive of the Eye Tyrant is going to
Just
be
having some
super,
man lands for resilience.
super
Yeah.
relevant.
Don't think I didn't notice, by the way, chat, that Adrian put me on the losing matchup both times.
For sure, yeah.
Um,
Well,
but
we'll
that's
see.
okay. I had a lot of fun playing the humans deck. I'll have fun playing the Gates deck. I don't think this is a terrible matchup for me, but
No.
I don't like the odds here.
Chandra Tortured Defiance is also going to be incredibly relevant because that's going to be a really big win condition for me. Like, I can just keep on ticking up,
Yeah.
and then I can finally neg 7 and deal 5 damage to you every time I cast a spell.
Croxa.
Croaks is also
Croaks,
like really good because
Actual played in Modern Jund.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I'm just going to keep on bringing it back against your Gates Ablaze.
Yeah.
It's going to be good. And then, honestly, it just gets worse after the sideboard, too.
Yeah.
So Jesse's correct in that. Although, I'll be honest, I did think that the
Naya
Gates
humans.
Ablaze, or the 4-color humans could definitely take it.
Oh
It definitely
yeah,
took-
I think it's within the realm of possibility.
Yeah.
I just think that I think you're dealing with a slightly higher caliber deck into a slightly lower caliber deck, but you're doing so in a losing matchup,
yeah,
archetypally.
yeah.
And in this case, you're dealing with a much higher caliber deck into a significantly lower caliber deck
Yeah.
in a winning archetype.
We'll see. I mean, like, you might get out the gates. You
Oh
might
yeah,
get
I don't
a
think
couple
it's
things.
all is lost.
So-
It's worth mentioning. Like I really believe any of these deck choices, anything that anybody's playing, anything that anybody's ever 5-0'd a league with, you can obviously 5-0'd a league with, right?
Yeah.
You can win with that deck. The question is how much are you paying? How many percentage points are you losing for being on that off meta deck,
Yeah.
right? So with Maze's End, like you're probably a little bit worse in every matchup than the blue-white control.
Yeah,
Except into the blue-white control mirror.
yeah.
Because you just get to kill them before they can really clock you unless they draw a haul pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Or like, yeah. But, what's the cost? 10%? Are we going to lose 10% more matches? 20% more matches? Either way, it's still totally fine to bring to F&M. You'll win a game. You'll win a match. You'll go home feeling happy, right? It's
Yeah.
just, anyway.
Okay, 2d6. Monopoly roll.
Yes.
7.
Statistical average, but lower than statistical average in Monopoly, you see.
5.
Okay.
I'll be on the play, good sir.
All right.
But if you do lose 2 games, you do get to set yourself up for the nut draw. So we'll see how that goes.
The scary thing is I don't know that there is one in this matchup. Oof. Yeah, sorry.
On the blind, I love my hand.
I'm kind of okay with this. I don't think our hand is great, but I think that it's keepable. I think none of these hands look great. So we've got double Boros Guildgate, which is like a little awkward.
Actually, against the slow play, like your hand's not that bad at all.
We've got the Gruul Guildgate, so we can play Gate Creeper Ram,
Yeah.
Gatebreaker Ram. The problem is like we're
You
just
have
gonna
the
get
2
so
Boros,
disrupted.
and that's kind of weird because those are the 2 Boros that are in the deck.
Yeah,
So-
I think that's okay. The question is, we don't have any ramp until we hit at 5, and we can play Escape the Wilds. But
Yeah.
like, the question is, are we just dead at 5 if we haven't
Yeah.
done something more relevant? But we can play the Gatebreaker Ram to try and stabilize. He'll fatal push us, but we don't know that. We'll have Gate Colossus probably on 4. Yeah, I think this is reasonable. I don't know. I feel not being able to cast that Bring to Light, but the deck makes lots of blue, right?
Yeah.
The odds are that we'll draw a land that plays blue.
Oh, you'll definitely draw it.
Yeah.
Actually, like when I see your opening hand, it's actually gonna be a really tough choice as to what I take. I think I actually do take the Gate.
The Gatebreaker
Yeah,
Ram?
the Gatebreaker Ram.
And you
with
just
the
hope you get in a
Thoughtseize.
lot of damage with the Bone Crusher.
Like
and
even though I have the Fatal Push, the only problem
Yeah.
with the Fatal Push is I don't have presenting a way to do Revolt. So I feel like that would actually be the take. It's hard because it's kind of like, well, like you Escape the Wilds, like you actually are presenting the mana to be able, or you're presenting the colors to be able to cast Escape the Wilds. You'll cast that before, so
yeah, I think I'll keep this, which means we can go to having the conversation we're having right now,
yeah.
right? Because you're gonna play Blood Crypt untapped. Or
Actually, I'll play Hive.
You'll play Hive and
Hive.
Thoughtseize me, yeah.
Yeah, and Thoughtseize. And it's kind of like a awkward situation. It's kind of like,
I think
okay,
your hand looks great. Right?
Yeah.
You've got hard removal, you've got a shock effect, you've got Graveyard Trespasser,
Yeah.
you've got hand disruption. What more could you ask for?
not too much. And also, I'm also presenting a way to actually flip this as well, because if I take your Gatekeeper Ram,
I don't have a play for a
then
while.
you don't have
yeah.
a play on turn 4.
I don't know how relevant that is, but
Or turn 3 for you.
Yeah.
So that's probably actually what I do. Really not. So cool. All right. Yep. Let's go ahead and start. Thoughtseize, I'm at 18. I'll take the Gatekeeper.
Gatebreaker.
Gatebreaker. I can't speak at all. I don't know these magic cards. I'll take the Ram. Go for
Yeah.
it.
I'll draw for turn. I'll play a Gruul Guildgate. Go ahead.
All right. Untap. Draw. That feels good. Let's just go ahead and Thoughtseize again.
Sure. New card, Simic Guildgate.
Okay. So now a derpy move would be if you took the Gate Colossus and be like, oh, okay, and you just put it right on top of your deck. So
Yeah. Well, that
you wouldn't want to do that. So
no, I don't think you would, because I don't have anything else to do next turn, so it doesn't
Yeah.
even time walk me.
I want to take both the Escape the Wilds and the Bring to Light.
That's not an option.
You do have the green and blue. You have the ability to. So the Bring to Light's probably.
I think it's
my
more
best bet.
versatile, yeah, because I can get Omnath reliably, and I think that's a helpful thing to
Yeah.
do.
Go for it.
Gateway Plaza. Pay for it.
Aha. Begin turn. Haunted Ridge.
Thoughtseize me again. No.
Let's cast the Graveyard Trespasser.
Sure. Will you take advantage of its Enter the Battlefield ability?
Yeah, I'll exile your
Gatebreaker Ram?
Yeah, and I will gain a life and you lose a life.
Yeah. A 19.
And it also becomes daytime.
Yes.
About to flip tonight.
Sure is. Sure is, bud. Pass.
Haha. End of turn. We'll flip tonight. That feels really good because now I get a.
You got a 4/4.
Yeah. Makes your gates ablaze a little bit more
A little
juicier.
clunkier. Yeah. Although if I can kill you, I can still kill it with Gates of Blaze if I untap.
Yes.
With it.
Let's go to combat.
Yeah.
Let's swing for it.
Yeah, I'll go to 15. Would you like to use your trigger, sir?
Let's exile.
Bring it to light.
That's-
Yeah. You want to exile your own Thoughtseizes or not?
I think.
It's not arena, so like you don't have to. There's no advantage to, right?
Yeah. Go for it.
In arena, you want to so that you stop having to click accept, but.
Oh. Okay.
Pass.
Dreadbore.
Yeah. It is destroyed.
Let's attack, and then let's exile your ram.
Yeah.
I'll go to 18. You'll lose
I'll
one
go to
off of that.
10.
Yep, you'll go to 10. Go
Alright.
ahead.
Untap. Draw. So, we have Gate Colossus in our hand. We Gates Ablazed here because we don't know that you have the removal spell that I know that you have in your hand, but you're playing Greenless Jund. You're going to have another removal spell.
Yeah.
So, like, making you not able to removal spell hit me for 4.
Yeah.
It seems fine, right? You're also
Yeah.
not going to present a ton of threats at any given time. Yeah, feels good to Gates Ablaze there. Go ahead.
Yeah, not knowing that he has the Gate Colossus is going to be
You've seen
pretty.
it.
Oh, I have seen it. So, like, how would I play knowing that
I believe
have
you've
that?
seen both of these cards.
Yeah.
You have not seen this card.
That Colossus will probably finish me off then if I can't deal with it.
I'm gonna have to switch this to my orange band.
Hmm.
Start repping.
You're at 10, so all you
I
need
am,
to do is
yeah,
I just
you-
need to kill you.
It's not hard for that deck to do 10 damage.
Yeah, just need to kill you. So we're gonna take that route. I'm gonna cast Chandra.
Sure.
I am going
Make
to
me eat 2.
exile the top card, and yeah, you're gonna eat 2.
Gonna go to 8.
So I'll at least get one more turn with the Chandra before. Okay.
Go ahead, Mr. I have one for ones. All you, bud.
Yup. Draw. All your lands tap for black now. How about that?
I like that.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You are very welcome. Let's go to 8.
I really like the art on Gate Colossus. Look at how happy this family is. Look at them. Hopefully I got him in frame. Sorry, guys, if I didn't. Oh, perfect. It was perfect, Adrian.
Yeah, I have to have you eat 2.
How's she at 8?
Sorry, I'm like, it should
Just
be at
6,
6,
yeah.
Not at 8.
So you're not
Yeah, I'm
casting
not
it?
gonna
Okay.
cast it. Yeah.
Sick. Oh, he's got Stomp in his hand. Oof.
Yeah. But you being able to do 16 damage a turn is pretty
Not bad. Yeah.
Not bad. These are all like losing strings. Good.
Alright. Untap. There's no way that this becomes more damage.
Oh, sorry. This should be day, by the way, because you cast.
I cast 2 Gate Colossi, yeah.
2.
But then you cast none spells. So it should be night again.
Okay.
Right?
Yep. Ta-da.
Also, if he untaps with Den of the Bugbear, we just lose. Like, if he untaps, it's Den and attacks us, that just puts us in range of a shock. So I think we have to leave our Gate Colossus behind. I think first we're going to escape.
Okay.
And then we'll know more after that, right?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I may play an extra land this turn, you say.
Mm-hmm.
I have until the end of my next turn. Yeah. I tapped dumbly. Okay,
Oh.
that's my fault.
Yeah, you always want to
Keep green up. Yeah.
You always want to keep the green up.
Yeah. So we'll kill Chandra here.
Maybe you will.
We'll threaten to kill Chandra. Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's like, well, which one do I want to do?
I think protecting your 2 damage a turn is absolutely a fine choice.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I think that's right also.
let's do the hive, and then we're gonna throw the hive under it.
Yeah. And we'll pass.
You have no cards in hand?
That's right, Hellbound.
That's good for me.
I mean, I have 3 cards I can cast next turn. But
7. I'm not casting that, so you can take 2.
yeah. I'll go to 4. If he has 2 shocks, we're just dead. Yeah.
Okay. Got there. That was Bone Crusher, Giant Stomp, and then the Crooks a trigger, since Jesse didn't have any cards in hand.
Yeah.
Those 2 Gate Colossus, though.
Sick. I fucking love this card. This card's so good.
Slaughter games.
Yeah, you should have more of those in the sideboard.
Well, it's so you can use the Bring to Light. You Bring to Light Slaughter
Oh, yeah,
games.
yeah. Fair.
You only just need 1.
Yeah. No, you're right.
That means you have 5 copies.
Well, no, it means you can cast it once. Slaughter gamesing multiple times is a very valid
Well,
thing to do.
what I mean is like you have five different ways to get to Slaughter games.
Yeah. So I think bringing in Heroic Intervention doesn't seem like the move. I think these are the things we want. Man, but it's so, like, temperamental. What do I take out? I think this is more than I can bring in.
I was gonna say you were wanting to bring in Slaughter games. I feel like what you want to bring in.
I think bringing in Slaughter games and naming Croxa feels real good.
Yeah.
Feels real good. And I think I'd be willing to trim like one of each creature, maybe? I think you can always trim 1 Guild Summit. I think that's probably just always fine. Maybe not, because I need the cards back.
Yeah. You can also trim like a land too, like one of your Izzets or one of your
doubles,
Simic.
yeah.
Probably your Izzet.
I think it's fine to go down. Is this 4 Great Colossus at main?
There's only 3.
Only 3 main. I feel like
you want to keep that because
Yeah.
that is like.
I feel like
an
our Boreal
absurd amount of
Grazer,
pressure.
although it ramps, doesn't feel particularly good in this matchup. Because it doesn't actually get to fend anything off, it just jumps. This may be wrong. This may be way over compensating. Yeah.
So while Jesse's finishing up, I think for me, the Fatal Push feels incredibly awkward, and I definitely knew that would be like a card that I'd want to come out, because he doesn't really present too much that I want to. Like the Rams, if you have the ability to revolt, is good, but Fatal Push is so much better in Modern, just by being able to use your fetch lands to produce revolts. The Fable, like while I can draw like solutions and things like that, doesn't feel very good. Like for 3 mana for a 2/2 that he'll probably then just Gates Ablaze. So I'm going to take out 3 of my 4 Fable Daemir Breaker. What I am going to put in is I'm going to put in 3 Duress, which feels really
feels
good.
really sick. Yeah.
The Epic Downfall is going to hit the Ram and also Omnath. And then my spicy new ad, the Life Bane zombie.
Going back to Return to Ravnica standard.
Yeah. So
With the Life Bane. Wow.
yeah, Intimidate, which means that he won't be able to block with his creatures any of them that he produces.
No, it's just...
And also, I get to exile a green or white creature, and it just doesn't come back. It just like sucks to suck. It's like a better Duress, better Thoughtseize.
Yeah.
Or a better
it's
Duress,
a 3/1 unblockable
Consistent.
attached to a Duress.
Yeah.
It's like pretty good. Pretty good.
Actually, it's against your deck. It's sorry, it's not Duress. It's a green or white creature card.
Okay.
So-
yeah. Well, it still seems
your
okay.
Omnath-
You don't know that I've boarded out my Arboreal Grazers, but I don't think it really matters. He's 3 mana.
Yeah,
He gets to hit Omnath. He gets to hit
the Ram.
the Ram, which I think are both relevant for you.
Yeah.
And him just being a 3/1 unblockable is also good. Like if you had Lava Vortex, I'd bring it in, right? Like I think that's fine too.
Yeah.
Just anything that will consistently pressure me and cause me to use spells.
Yeah.
So that's why, chat, I brought in a bunch of 1-for-1 removal, right? Is he's going to play a threat and be like, answer this or die. And I have to answer it or die. My Gates Ablaze will still answer everything, so I'm not taking it out. But I absolutely want the ability to answer his cards 1-for-1. And so removing things that just don't matter, like the Arboreal Grazer doesn't actually matter.
Yeah.
And trimming that land, because you're not going to want to trigger it as often off Arboreal Grazer, you're going to go back to like more fair ramp.
Yeah. So you want me to not be on the play?
I will be on the play. That's correct.
That's not what I said.
You will be on not the play.
Okay.
Yes, that is what you said.
Fair.
We don't get to keep this.
We'll try this.
We've got Is It Guildgate Maze's End as our 2 lands.
Get
And we've
there.
got our one not boarded out Arboreal Grazer, which we've said is basically a dead card. So
Yeah. Show what I got. So, I'm pretty happy with it.
I really absolutely do want to be on that Slaughter Games as soon as effing possible plan and get that Croxa, because that's a huge problem for me.
Yeah. Croxa or the Tenacious Underdog, too.
I think Croxa is a bigger problem, but
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, you're playing Tenacious Underdog because it's effectively more copies of Croxa,
Yeah.
right? It's not as good.
It's not legendary. It also allows draw. Like there's
But yeah,
just
that's
like a
true.
real-
Maybe Tenacious Underdog is absolutely every bit as good. F.
Both are 4 mana from the grave.
And they're both escape, right? It's the same keyword.
No, so Tenacious Underdog is Blitz from the graveyard.
Okay.
Yeah. So actually, I don't need to have things in my graveyard to escape it.
This is at least a little better. So we're in this awkward spot where we don't have that. So this feels kind of hard to cast anytime soon. We've got 2. Well, but it's such a good card, but it's just going to get removed. We'll just get... Omnath to the bottom.
Okay.
This is Guildgate. Go ahead.
Thoughtseize, I'll go 18.
Yeah.
No Omnath for me to remove?
No,
I'll take the
I
Ram.
put it to the bottom. Because it's...
Maybe? Yeah.
It's the hardest thing to cast in the hand.
Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, your mana feels really awkward.
It does, but I don't think you pitch it.
It's hard not to.
I mean, you don't go to 4 or 5 over it, right?
No.
Go ahead.
Let's do Kenza, and let's just do Blood Tide to start
Yeah,
the pressure.
seems good.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Boy, it just feels really effing terrible.
Yeah, this Blood Tithe on turn 2 just feels like a lot of amazing pressure right now.
So the Omni Bordor deck back in the day played 4 breeding pools and 4. Maybe that was it. Maybe just 4 breeding pools. I think that's still an okay choice.
Yeah. I'll exile your Ram.
Yeah.
And I'll go to 19, you'll go to 19.
You'll go to 21. No, you'll go to
yeah,
19 because you throw these. Yeah.
And then I will attack for 3.
Yeah, I'll go to 16
Yeah.
because I can do math.
Math is hard.
It
Let's go
is.
shopping. Go for it. Where's the Gates Ablaze? Oh, it's daytime. BT dubs.
Yeah. We get to do this, and we get to pass. At least we have a green source now.
Ha! Green source is good. Becomes day. Night. Becomes night. I can speak. Yep, let's go ahead and attack.
Yep. I go to
Here's 7.
9.
What if I thought seize you?
You'll see another Gate Colossus.
Okay, let's take the Growth Spiral.
Sure. Just deny me the card.
Yeah, you're
Done?
gonna cast Gate Colossus. That feels
I sure am.
sucky. But
I assume you have a removal spell.
what are you gonna do about it? I mean, you're at 9, so.
Yeah. If you have a removal spell, I'm like
Interesting,
basically
yeah.
just
So what I should have done is I should have thought seized beforehand, removed a Gate Colossus, and then trigger the exile with this.
Yes.
Oh well, go for it. Gain 3 life. That's really relevant. There it is.
Go ahead. Since he doesn't have instant speed removal, that's good for us.
Yeah. We're also just gonna be stuck on 3 lands, so there is that. At 12, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Blood Tithe Harvester. 2 blood counters. Combat. Attack for 4, and I'll exile your Growth Spiral.
Yeah. I'll block.
Okay. So die. Then
You're not attacking with either Blood Tithe? Oh, because you want to do this to do
sacrifice
this?
it, yeah. And then it'll get neg 4, neg 4.
Yeah.
Dealt with one of them. I don't know if that was necessarily the correct play, but it was a play.
I think it removed a lot of your pressure, but we'll see. Are you done after that?
Yeah, but you just get to put it back on top, which is like,
Yeah, probably immediately.
yeah. You can just chain them, and like that's gonna be really bad for me.
Yeah. Go ahead.
What do I even do?
Be sad? I don't know.
Guess I just die.
Yeah,
Oh,
just-
sorry. End of turn. I am going to tap 1. I'm going to go down to 1 on this. I'm going to discard a Kalidas. I'm going to draw a card. Okay. Begin turn. Draw a card. That feels relevant. Guess I can get damage through. Okay, so we're going to do 16, 15. I'm going to cast Kalidas.
Oh, sorry. You just said that.
I'm going to say go.
Yeah, I need to read Kalidas. Yeah, you know what? I think make him real big is well, but you don't have like tokens or anything to do it with.
Mm-hmm.
no world in which you don't play that, right?
Right, just 16 damage just being presented.
Leave
It's all
green
good.
up. Tap black, yeah. Pass.
No taxis?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
I don't want to let you get through any damage, do
Okay.
I?
I don't
Maybe
know.
I do. I don't think I do.
Okay. Want to go?
Yeah.
All right. Think you're playing a little.
You think I'm
careful.
playing over careful? Yeah, that's
a little,
probable.
little careful there. Here's the reason why I wanted to attack with, or rather, cast Cletus. Is now. By the way, your stuff taps for black. You're welcome.
Thanks.
I'm gonna go ahead and dread for it. It's gonna go into exile. Off of Cletus effect. And I get my Zamboni.
Yeah.
The beautiful things that clean the ice.
We done?
No.
No. We're
Just
coming
got
at you.
Stuff. This is the OG foil. Doesn't really matter, but yeah, here's the OG foil. So, okay, go ahead. Spiral. Ugh. Okay, this will become day. Okay, next turn.
I gain 3 life. Go 15.
Drop it.
I will never. If you want to stop me, you're gonna have to effing kill me. I think you're right that I was being overcautious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to block with the Zamboni, and then I'm going to sacrifice it
Zamboni,
to here to put the 2 counters on.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, it is now day. Draw. Let's see. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. I just do that sort of stuff. Let's blitz.
I'm help blend, so I'm gonna just
Gonna
start looking for the
pay.
gate.
Okay. Pay 2 life. To blitz it. So I want to get in there. Go to combat.
Yeah.
We're gonna swing 3, 8, 11.
Yeah, we'll go to 4.
Right.
I think the game's over.
I gained 5 life.
Yeah.
Go to 18. Yeah, the life gain.
I don't think that matters. I think what matters is that I just haven't seen any removal.
Well, if you could. Well, okay. So if you draw removal right now.
Yeah, if I drop Gates of Blaze, I feel okay, right?
Yeah. You feel you do a thing.
Untap.
Let's see. This gets sacrifice or draw a card.
Draw. In for 8.
Yeah. I go to 10.
Gates of Blaze.
There we go.
Red. Colorless's land for turn.
So
This is
this will
dead.
still see the death.
Hold on. 1,
So-
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is not dead.
Oh, okay. Well, that sucks.
Sure does, bud. Sure does.
That just sucks a big one.
Yeah.
Okay. At 15?
Yeah.
Well, no, you're at 4 because you took off.
Oh
all
yeah, I
that,
took a bunch of
that
damage.
supreme
yeah.
amount of damage.
You're right. Do you have 2 shocks? Show it to me.
Just just like.
Stomp.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if I want to do this or not because these creatures are. I'm gonna go ahead and. No, I'm not. Okay, begin turn. Draw. What if I kill you like I did last time?
Yeah. This matchup feels bad, and I think I drew like shit game 2.
Yeah, I agree. right,
So are we going to pre-board? Is that the rules?
Yeah, pre-board, and then what's
See
your
if I
nuts
can
hand?
ever pick up a game 1. I don't think there is one. Is the problem?
I feel like you have to have some redundancy, maybe.
Maybe double Gates Ablaze, double.
Actually, like if you had like 3 great Gatebreaker Rams or something like that, that actually might be not that bad. Yeah, I mean, like seriously though, like if you had like what do I do? I have to kill all 3 of them, and they're just gonna be stupid huge. You could have 3 lands and a Boreal Grazer. Well, that doesn't. Yeah, the Boreal Grazer will allow you to play
don't
your
think
first
it's even that
Gatebreaker
good.
Ram on turn. On turn 3.
Yeah, well, I mean, let's start with what we know the hand contains, right? We know it contains Gruul Guildgate, Simic Guildgate. Do I actually have? I don't have double green, so there's no reason to do that. I don't have double red either, right?
No, you really want to set yourself up for being able to cast Omnath if you draw it.
Yeah.
Or if you put it in hand. Omnath actually.
Azorius Guildgate. It's in the deck somewhere, right? Yeah, there it is. You might actually prefer the escape to the bring in this,
The escape is really powerful.
because I think you just want more cards.
Yeah. Only 2 land to start with?
No, probably not, but I want to look and
Okay.
see what I want and then figure out what I don't actually want. Probably don't actually want this.
No, I really don't feel like you do. Although it is a turn to put a land in your hand. It's not the
Turn
worst.
3.
Yeah, turn
Is it
3.
in your hand? Yeah. The O2 just feels bad against you.
You may actually want the Gate Creeper Vine over the Arboreal Grazer, because the Arboreal Grazer, while it ramps you, doesn't put the land in your hand. But at the same time, though, it's kind
Does
of like...
Omnath cost everything with black?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see how it doesn't include Gate Colossus.
Gate Colossus is so good.
Yeah.
You could just put 3 Gate Colossus in your...
I don't think that's the move, actually.
No.
I mean, it might not be bad, but I think it doesn't... Well, I think I'd just rather have him instead of Gate Creeper. No, because I can actually pressure more with Gatebreaker.
Yeah, because it will have
It'll have
Vigilance,
Vigilance,
and
yeah.
Trample.
But you definitely need at least one.
Was there
'cause it can
was there a
recur.
turn where you're supposed to put Gigantha in your hand?
Probably.
Yeah, the previous one. Which is like, I always feel like
Can you
Companions
do it
are
at
just
instant
like,
speed or sorcery speed?
No, it's only sorcery
Yeah.
speed.
It's 3 mana?
3 mana. Yeah, put it in your hand. I always feel like they're just like so
I feel like
easily
I'd
forgotten
almost
about.
always rather get another land with Maze's End. Maybe that's not right.
Yeah. I mean, it is a 5/5.
Yeah, that's true. 5/5 you care. I don't think this is. I don't even think this feels good. Sorry if I'm all doom and gloom, guys. None of this feels good.
Okay, so let's try it.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
try it.
I mean, do you think this is the wrong hand, right? I don't know. I don't. Maybe the Arboreal Grazer is just a dead card. Actually, instead of the Arboreal Grazer, I probably want Growth. Right? Because it just draws me a card.
It does draw you a card. It does put a land down. Maybe a Gates Ablaze inside.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'll definitely need that.
I feel like I feel like that's probably
Yeah,
the way.
it's got to be the move, right?
Yeah. Because you're gonna get to mid range. You just are. You know.
I have to get to mid range at like relatively healthy though. I guess
Well,
that's not
yeah.
hard either. Yeah.
Unless I drop the 3/2. When I drop the 3/2, it does become on turn 2. It does become a little bit more speedy.
Yeah. I don't think I actually want to get to Omnath in this. I don't think I'm trying to race to Omnath. Because I think you play enough spot removal.
Yeah. Just to represent what we're doing, because I haven't been doing that because I've been bad. I do have the 2 games. Jesse doesn't have the game yet, but we are going to try the nut draw, supposed nut draw, and I assume you also want to be on the play.
Yeah.
So here's the reason why I'm not going to keep this. The Thoughtseize feels good with the Bone Crushers, but the 4 land and the 2 Den of the Bugbear feels incredibly awkward.
Feels pretty clunky.
Yeah, it feels.
And then you've got it's all
And
tap
it's also
lands.
Hive.
Yeah, it's all tap lands after 2.
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna go ahead and chip this.
Yeah. I think if you know you're playing against me, you can keep it.
Yeah,
But I don't think you do.
yeah. I would play the Hive, and then I would play Den of the Bugbear to Thoughtseize. I mean, maybe it would have been fine, but we're gonna try to get something a little bit better.
Well, the Hive will enter untapped. And you can Thoughtseize on 1, draw into
Yeah.
an untapped land on 2.
The
Stomp.
The Den of the Bugbear and the Castle are gonna enter untapped, so that felt really awkward.
Right, unless you draw like an untap.
Yeah, Blood Crypt or a Swamp.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what 7 gets.
I'm trying to watch my posture.
Well, that feels even worse. So this does not feel playable.
I don't know that 5's going to feel better, is my argument here. I think this totally feels playable.
So it got 1 land
Oh,
in a mid-range deck.
yeah, sorry. I thought this was DFC.
Yeah, so we'll ship that. Alright, if I do win, this will definitely be like a hopeless matchup.
Oh, yeah. And like, I don't know, we're on an $80 deck, right?
Yeah.
Like it's okay if there's a hopeless matchup.
Yeah.
Like it's,
It is
I think you're also just really good against any aggressive deck. Like anything that's trying to be low to the ground, I think you just completely crush.
Okay. I only get to keep 4 cards. That's what they tell me.
No, 5.
Oh, sorry, 5 cards. That's what they tell me. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna pitch these 2, even though that feels awkward. For the favor of keeping these. Okay, go for it. Me? Let's draw. Let's put down the hunt. Good.
Yeah.
Let's do the Tenacious Underdog. Good.
Yeah.
Oof. It's good stuff.
Go ahead.
Ha. Ha. Guess what I didn't draw?
A land.
A land.
Feels good for us, I guess.
Feels, yeah. 3.
Yeah, we'll go to 17.
Good. Hello, welcome. We're trying. Jesse is currently 0-2. He got to stack his hand, and we're seeing if he can win, especially since I'm going to not draw any land myself. All right.
Yeah, so we'll play Gatebreaker Ram. We'll miss our land drop for the turn.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Same
no, that's wrong. Sorry. Gate Colossus.
Okay.
That's better.
Usually. My go?
Yeah.
Untap. Draw. Just gonna still miss the land, but we're gonna Dreadbore that guy.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna get in there for 3.
Yeah, we're gonna go to 14.
Haha.
Untap. Draw.
Stop putting him on top.
No.
He's too good.
If you want to effing stop me.
He's too good.
Yeah, I mean, like, Gatebreaker ran,
Yeah,
right?
it's just so good. What is he? 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's a
yeah.
7/7. Because why not? My
Yeah.
go. There's a land. That's what people say. Combat.
Mhm.
3.
Block.
Okay. After he dies, I'm gonna push him
Yeah.
because I can do it.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Don't you dare play the Gate Colossus. It's just too big.
Go ahead.
Stop. It's so big. That's what she said. Anyway. I don't know what I do against that guy.
Bottom out against the back wall. No, wait, that's what he does.
I'm at 18, so I can take like 3 swings from him. Gosh. Right. I'll become daytime. I will exile the.
Gate Creeper in.
Yep. Go to 19 and you'll go to 13. Good.
Any interest in attacking?
I'm not able to.
I know.
Maybe I would. No.
Yes.
Some pretty solid rips there.
Yeah.
You gain 3.
16. Oh, I can play an additional land this turn.
Yeah.
Guild Gate.
There are 7 reaching module games under the
Combat.
Yeah. 11.
Yeah. Go ahead.
There's all my lands. Every single one of them.
And one of them is like a tournament setting that you can't top out.
So I think now I'm in a really good position. I'm still not like out of the woods,
No.
but I'm in a position where I can afford to make some concessions to a long game. And the question is whether I try and race you or control you.
2 damage.
Yeah, okay.
Like,
Sure.
what?
14.
Let's see. I'm gonna see what I can do. I don't even know I did that because I'm just about to cast. Cast.
Yeah.
There. I represented my
You did
adventure
it.
for all of 2 seconds.
You did it.
Go ahead.
Red, green, blue, no, white, green, red.
Oh, you can Gates Ablaze too and keep your Gate Colossus.
I
That
can, yeah.
Sucks.
So like not playing Bring to Light feels wrong.
But at the same time, though, like being able to wipe my board and then put me to
But
2.
and also having Guild
Or
Summit feels
3.
good, but I think the Guild Summit just doesn't matter anymore. I think the Guild Summit is maybe not a good card in this deck. pre-board. I think it's fine against like hard control, but
It's there for like when you run out of steam. You haven't like really run out of steam. You're gonna gain 3 life again.
yeah, go to 17. And then I need these 5 to cast Bring to Light for 5. So first we'll Gates Ablaze.
Okay.
Keep my Colossus. He has 6 damage on him. Go to combat. Deal you 8.
3.
And then cast Bring to Light.
Are you using all colors?
Yeah.
Okay.
White, green, red,
Then blue. You don't have black, so you only
black.
have 4.
Oh, right. No, you're right.
You only have 4 colors,
Okay, 4 colors.
but that'll as you go on now.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
That's exile.
No, actually, you find it all. Yeah, you told me.
And then your double removal spell are dead.
Yeah. Trigger draw on Omnath.
Go ahead.
Fable.
Yeah.
Croxa.
Yeah.
Discard.
Discharge Royal Grazer.
Okay. Good.
Kill you.
And go to box.
Yeah.
Block. Then I'll go to -1. All right. There you go.
Yeah, so if the Jund deck mulls to 5 and then gets stuck, it feels okay.
There
Not
you go.
Jund, black red.
Yeah.
I still think calling it greenless Jund is the most accurate thing. I don't know. It feels a lot like Boomer Jund in Modern, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely. It
Or
definitely.
not
like,
Boomer Jund, but like Zoomer Jund.
Yeah.
Does that one play Obnixilis?
No. This one does not play Obnexos.
It feels like
So-
maybe a mistake.
Well,
We've got Blood Tithe Harvest, which is such a good thing to Obnixilis too.
Yeah, it doesn't have like quite enough stuff to sacrifice. You like more like want like 1-drops and things like that too. Sacrifice Obnexos, and that's kind of like why it doesn't really run it. The sacrifice version, the Rakdos sacrifice, does run Obnexos because you're going to produce a lot of stuff that you actually do want to sacrifice and go to the graveyard. There's 27. I did it just for you.
I think that's fine.
Yeah.
Reed Duke says you should play 2 more lands.
Yeah.
I don't think he probably means that at 27 lands, but Reed Duke says you should play 2 more lands. Just like whatever list you've got, it's two lands short. And he might be right. I'm thinking about going to 27 lands in my blue-white list.
There's plenty of lists I see out there that do run
27, 28, yeah. I think both are fine. So there's a lot of interesting gate synergies since the Omni Bordor days. So I was thinking about at one point. Oh, you could play a different spread of gates, and you could play one of every gate that isn't a Simic Guild gate or an Azorius Guild gate, and you could play like Wraths. But I don't think that's better than just playing all of these gate synergy cards. I think the gate synergy cards are sick. Do we just have this one forest in case we get Field of Ruined? Is that it?
Yeah. It's also in there, so it gives you 5 lands that will come in untapped, which can be like relevant if you're wanting to do, if you need to like wipe the board really quickly, on turn 3 for just like for 2, or if you are 1, or if you actually turn 2, you can use the forest or the plaza if you've dropped a Simic to go ahead and what's that card called? Growth Spiral to get through there earlier. It just gives you 5. Just gives you 5 instances in which you can have an untapped land.
Yeah. So I think I have some takeaways about this matchup specifically. What I would do if I faced this again, if I like brought this, if I asked to borrow Gates, and you're like, sure, you can borrow Gates, and then I played Gates at the tournament, I would take out all 8 of these cards in the like Jund-ish matchups. Like these, or I guess there's only 2 Gatekeeper Vines.
Yeah, I did go
I
down
think that's
to
probably
2.
fine.
Yeah.
I think all 6 of these just feel dead against you, right? They eat 1 turn of a 3/3.
Right.
Gate Colossus is really good.
Yeah, it feels really strong.
3 might not be enough Gate Colossus. It's possible that 1 less Gate Creeper Vine and 1 more Gate Colossus in the main is correct. I don't know. So this is all kind of in the weeds, right? The general takeaway we're supposed to have here is like, Maze's End, is it a real deck? Yeah. I think it's certainly, like, what's our cutoff here, right? Do you have to be against the field in aggregate? Do you have to be like below 40% win rate to say you can't take it to a?
Yeah, I feel like
to an FNM?
I feel like that. I feel like there's it's a deck where it's going to have some just like really terrible matchups. Its best matchups are going to be kind of like those low to the ground
Aggro decks,
aggro decks.
And that's a rough spot because it also doesn't have reach.
Yeah.
Right. So relevantly, like, there's an Angels deck that's good, and there's a Blue Flyers deck that's good. I think both
You
of
also
which
have the
just shit on you. And
You
you've
also-
also got is it Shredder? Is it Phoenix? Is it Dragon? Is it whatever spell slinging is it Creature Brew is hot right now. I think is also really good against you, and that's a problem.
Yeah, the Is It Phoenix deck is going to be bad because if you Gates Ablaze, then they're able to get their Phoenix out of the graveyard again. You know, it can be really it can be really bad. And then also Ledger Shredder just gets to the point where it's just ridiculous.
I don't think that's a problem. I think we're gonna outrun the Ledger Shredder with the Gates Ablaze.
I think so.
Maybe not.
like
if we're on the draw, maybe we don't.
What happens is if they play it on turn 3, then they're gonna play a chase spell like right behind it, and it's automatic.
Right. It's gonna be a 4/4, and we're gonna
2/4.
untap with
2/4.
2 untapped mana.
Yeah, and so it's gonna be really rough to get rid of that Ledger Shredder.
Yeah, I think the Is It deck and the mono blue spirits deck are the real problems for this deck. Sure, the red black matchup is bad, but you can still win it. I don't know if you can win against mono blue spirits. I guess you can. You can race them. You just have Gate Colossus. You can race them.
Yeah, the thing that they do though is they put out an efficient threat like on turn 1, and they put the Curious Obsession on it, and then they just play counter spells from there, and they just counter everything that you have. So they're gonna hold up and they're gonna wait to counter Gates Ablaze.
Sure.
That's gonna be the problem.
That feels bad for you. Yeah.
We can jam it right now if you want. You want to do like a quick round because I actually have blue spirits on me.
Sure. I mean, I'm down. I think that matchup's unwinnable.
You can even go first. I don't. We'll just go for it. Just like real quick.
Yeah.
And we'll see.
Just play one before the board and see if it feels even remotely possible to win.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the X factor here is like the Colossus, right? If the Colossus is sufficiently good, then and you can just race. Maybe that's the way to victory for that matchup. But it feels, it feels real bad.
Yeah.
So what should I play in Legacy, Adrian? What am I doing? Am I reanimating Grizzlebrands?
Probably.
Am I playing like American Control as I am wont to do?
I'll be honest, I haven't looked at the legacy list in a long time. So
American Control has this new trick where it plays the 3-mana Narset,
yeah,
and then it plays that 2-mana card where everybody discards their hand and draws to 7, but your opponent now draws to 1.
yeah.
Because of course it's not fair, right? Like it's Legacy. Nobody's playing fair things. Nobody's doing things that are fair. I'll be on the play. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be on the play. We'll give you maximum value. Oh.
We'll try it.
Oh man, I wish I could. I have 1, 2, 3 Curious Obsessions with Geist, but I only have 1 land. I have the Supreme Phantom. So there's the second land. But
Yeah, I think that's keepable. Honestly, I don't know.
We can try it.
I mean, if you want to pitch it back. But I think having the 3 but you don't know what you're up against.
Yeah, I don't know
I think in the
against
blind
that.
deck hand's unkeepable.
No, this
Yeah.
would be like completely
Against me, that hand feels okay.
Yeah, but I wouldn't keep that kind of hand against.
Right. Against
mine.
not knowing what you're up against. Yeah.
One land always just feels like really bad. It always feels like that's kind of like that deal with the devil that seems unwinnable.
This isn't actually keepable either. There's no green in this hand. I thought I had Gruul Guildgate. I don't have double Boros Guildgate and a Rakdos Guildgate. That's not. We don't play that hand. I think it's possible that 1 less Izzet Guildgate is correct. Like, I think it's possible there's a little bit of tuning left to do.
The Izzet is like gives you the ability for the Gates of Blaze. Also gives you the ability for the Guild Summit.
Yeah.
It also gives you cast ability with Omnath. Gives you helps cast ability with Void Rend.
Occasionally, you sometimes just hard cast Omnath.
Oh, and the Bring to Light too. So like it's there for like the Bring to Light. It's there for like that. So like you can do Gates of Blaze, and then like
1 less Boros Guildgate, 1 more Selesnya Guildgate.
That seems reasonable.
Yeah. You're on 1 less red source, but you've got a lot of red sources.
Actually, I feel like the red sources is like one of the actual weaknesses of the deck because so you want to make sure that you have actually, and there was only like 3 Gruul Gates, so like maybe it's 3 Gruul Gate or 4 Gruul Gates instead.
Yeah, I think that's probably fine too, but I don't know. This is definitely keepable.
This is trash. This I'm just like drawing garbage again. I'm just gonna go. This feels like just supreme trash, but we'll try it.
Okay.
I do have to pitch something, so I will pitch this. Okay, I'll draw into something good.
Cool.
I probably won't keep this either, but we'll
see it.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right. I don't draw. All right, let's go ahead.
Go ahead.
Untap. Draw. Selesnya, Arboreal, Dimmer, Pass.
Go ahead.
Well, this has reach. That helps a lot.
It does.
That helps a lot.
Rampin'.
Go.
So you'll gain 3 life.
Yeah, I'm at 23.
All right. Represent that. I will flash in Spectral Seal at the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Draw. So much stuff. Good. It's got all the land.
Jason missed a Yakuman call after he beat you on the Yakuman. Oh, Monster Hunter? Mahjong. Oh.
Bring to light?
Yeah.
It's like always Omnath, right? It's never not
Uh,
Omnath.
I
Almost never
feel
not
like it's
Omnath.
situational. I feel like it's situational. If you have Omnath, obviously it's Escape to the Wilds, but like if you are close, like on gates and stuff like that, you may actually do Escape to the Wilds. Also, Escape to the Wilds gives you just more cards in hand
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So
This still, and nets us the same.
No.
Yeah. Doesn't really matter then. Go ahead.
Alright. Draw. That guy. Let's do Supreme Phantom. Supreme Phantom. Swing 3 in the air. Okay, good. Banking on that one card not being what I know it to be.
What do you think it is?
This is like Gates of Blaze.
No.
Okay, that's good.
It's possible that the move there was actually hold up Bring to Light so that I could Gates Ablaze here. But what are you going to do? Go ahead.
Tap. Draw. So he's a big boy?
He's a big boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, this isn't a gate. 5. So he's a 7/7. But he doesn't have reach.
Yeah, that's good. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Feels good.
You've got the Faceless Haven, but you
let's-
can't actually swing with it.
Well, yeah, because like you
Right,
just
I just
eat
eat
him
it.
up.
Yeah, so that's 7, right?
Yeah.
316.
Second main, I'll cast.
Yeah, seems real good. Might as well level him up too.
Go for it.
You can do it as an instant.
Yeah, I can do it as an instant. Yeah, it's not like leveling up. It's pretty spicy. That feels pretty good for a top draw.
Nah. Do I attack first? I think I attack first.
See, it's got trample, right?
Yeah. You can't make him a 7/7, so.
Yeah. Okay. I'll go 13.
Sure.
Feels like some spicy draws there.
I'm gonna put this here so we know what's going on. I can play 2 lands this turn.
Feels relevant.
Just for our own gatekeeping here, or gatekeeping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, pass.
3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. Cool. I think I can kill you.
Sick. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Flash this in,
Yeah.
and then I will level up.
Level up.
Or whatever that version of stuff is.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely not level up.
Definitely just not. So this is 3, so this becomes a 4/4.
Mm-hmm.
So then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, can I not kill you? 11, 12, 13. Did I do the math right? Did I just not do math?
Did you count your bonuses here? What is he? It's a 2, 3, so it'll be a 4. It'll be 3,
So this is-
7.
So this is 6. So this guy is 6 because of this guy. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
11, 12, 13, 14, 15,
16. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Unwinnable matchup.
you are the dead.
I guess it's not totally unwinnable. I could have had Gates Ablaze, but you did nothing for 3 turns.
Yeah.
Like I don't think that. Yeah, I think this just loses to that deck. Like the Colossus doesn't have reach, right? If the Colossus has reach, we're probably live.
It
but-
doesn't.
Yeah.
It does not. Your only guy with reach is the Boreal Grazer.
Yeah, I think this is bad. I think Angels is bad. I think red-black midrange is bad. I think blue-white control the matchup's good. I think, but maybe not, right? Once they realize that you're like just like that, all they have to do is be able to remove Omnath, and then they can do whatever they want, or they have to hold up a counter spell.
Yeah, so what you could have done there definitely is instead of plain Omnath, you could have
Gates Ablaze.
Gates Ablaze, and then that would be a little different.
Well, but you had one creature on the board when I played Omnath. I could have held up
You
Bring
just,
to Light.
you just held up that. So and hope I don't have another counterspell because I wasn't presenting mana like I had another counterspell too.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't think it's unwinnable. I think
No.
it's bad. Like, there's a big difference, but
Yeah.
I don't think it's a good matchup. And that's the problem, right? Is that it's just if the format was a little more aggressive, if there's a couple of ifs here, right? If the format gets a little more aggressive, if the mono blue deck starts to get predated upon by something. I don't know that the mono green devotion matchup feels very good with this either.
Yeah, it's a little bit out of the range. So Slaughter Games is really good because you can get rid of Karn. Void Rend comes in because you can just get
Sure.
rid of something choice. Those are kind of like the cards that you're going to want to hit there. So it's more like post board. It will be better.
Yeah, there's.
You can
Boy,
Gates
if I've
Ablaze
got
for
to
something
go to like a 1K or something,
Yeah.
and my choice is this or Turbo Titan, I'm taking Turbo Titan.
Yeah.
If I'm going to my FNM, I want to play this.
Yeah, because it's fun.
This is sick. It's so fun.
It's a lot of
It's
fun.
so fun. I hesitate to say this because I want to build this deck, and this month is not the month to do it. Like we have a viewership that matters. If you have $80 lying around, buy this deck. It's so good.
Oh, yeah,
it's so good. It's so good. And that's the thing, right? Like if you have a Pioneer deck that you feel is tier 1, and you just want another thing to play, this is absolutely a thing. Depending on what deck you have, if you're trying to get a friend into Pioneer, right? So I've just gotten friends back into Magic with EDH. The next pivot for me to them is like, hey, do you guys want to come play Pioneer with me? I've got this red deck you can borrow. But to teach them to play a 60-card constructed format that's tuned, I have to sit there and play blue-white against them.
Yeah.
That feels nasty.
I think the other things to say is like if you are looking for a budget deck, definitely the Gates deck is something to consider.
Yes.
If you have something like Mono Blue Spirits in the format, then what I recommend is having Gruul Charms in your sideboard, and then it's going to just like if you are aggro heavy or like if your meta is aggro heavy and you have a budget deck, then Gates is definitely like a deck that you can consider.
Yeah, all 4 of those become
Yeah,
Gruul
this
Charms,
is kind
that's
of just
easy.
like this is just kind of like in the sideboard as like stuff. So like there's definitely like a lot of stuff that can be changed in the sideboard.
I think.
The Slaughter Games feels exceptionally good.
Oh, and you've got Fry. That feels good. Yeah, I think there's room to tune. I don't think this Roiling Vortex matters.
The
I could be
Roiling
wrong.
Vortex is for like Niv to Light, which also uses Bring to Light, things like that. It hugely punishes, and then also it's in here. Like if you're facing off against the Angels deck, you can actually pay for
Sure,
that too,
yeah, fair.
to turn
That's a
off
good
there.
point.
And the reason why you'd have this instead of the Rampaging Frostodon is because you are banking on using the Gates Ablaze.
Right, yeah, you don't want to wrath away your own
Yeah.
thing. If these 3 become Gruul Charm,
Yeah.
and this becomes another Fry, I think that you have a post game against Mono Blue Spirits. I think your game 1 is virtually unwinnable.
Yeah.
But I think that you have enough like removal that you can bring because none of your creatures matter, right?
Yeah.
You want to keep like a couple of. Hell, you probably even bring out Omnath and Bring to Light package. Maybe not, just because Bring to Light tutors. It's really good. 5 mana, cast any spell in your deck is pretty good.
It's pretty fun. It's
Pretty good.
It's pretty
But
nice.
you can definitely take out the Gatecreeper Vines. I might take the Gatecreeper Vines out, period,
Yeah.
and make them a 4th Gate Colossus because that card's insane. 4 mana, 8/8 that recurs, insane.
Late game, it's for free too.
Yeah. Well, and like we did this one game in this couple of sets. We did I had 6 mana. I played like some 2 mana spell and then 2
Yeah, Colossus.
Colossi, and
Yeah.
you're just like, oh, I guess I lose the game.
Yeah.
And I think I misplayed, and you end up winning that game. I think the red-black matchup is less bad than I thought. I think the blue matchup is worse than I thought game 1. I think that you can make room for it in the board. Yeah, this is totally a playable deck. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, well, that wraps up our stream for today. Thank you for the people who came in. Thank you for the people who will watch this later on. If you are considering Gates, please do.
If you're considering Gates,
Yep.
after your first F&M, talk to the players at that F&M, at that store, and be like, hey, what tends to show up? And they'll tell you, oh, we tend to be lousy with mono blue or green white or whatever, and tune. You're playing a 5-color deck with 4 tutors. Tune your deck. This sideboard is gold. Yeah.
Yeah, you can essentially run anything. You do have to be careful with Gigantha. Make sure that you're not running double red, double black, blue, white, or green sources. If you weren't playing Gigantha, you could look at stuff like Ren and 7, things like that. But since Gigantha is pretty nice as your pseudo 8th card to put in your hand, and it's pretty reasonable that you're able to get it on the field. So I feel like Gigantha is more powerful than running a couple Ren and 7 in your deck, things like that. But just as Justin said, your sideboard becomes whatever you want. Also, if you're not able to afford the Omnath, you can also do the Fae of Wishes, which are really cheap, and you can pull any sorcery or instant card that you are.
Yeah, and if you're tuning your sideboard for your local meta, because this is your deck to go to F&M, you want to play constructed F&M, and you don't have $400, this is an incredible deck to go with. And for another $10 after your first game, after your first couple of nights at F&M, you can tune your sideboard. You can have really amazing wish targets.
Yeah.
And know what people are on, and like be like, oh, having this witch in my hand is amazing. Like, yeah.
Yeah. And also, it's gonna bring a smile to your opponent. They're like, what are you doing? Why are you playing tapped lands?
The first time anybody loses to Maze's End, it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, guys, we will see you next week. Next week, I am going to be bringing Celestia Auras. So, yeah. So, if you liked Boggles back in the day, then this is the for Modern. Then this is the deck for you to watch. We'll be using the Fox from Kamigawa to do all sorts of obscene things and basically build your own Emrakul in the end. So, okay, all right. And
Bye, y'all.
we'll see you next time.